Now, it is victory, but still a little disappointing for supporters of former Congolese President Joseph Kabila. On Saturday, during the election of the Senate presidency, their candidate won the Senate presidency, but with less margin. Mr. Kabila's candidate, former Justice Minister Alexis Thambwe Mwamba, received only 65 votes against 43 for his opponent, Modeste Bahati Lukwebo, in what was a secret ballot. Let's take a listen to exactly how that played out over the weekend.
Alexis Thambwe Mwamba was elected Senate President of the Democratic Republic of Congo on Saturday. The former Justice Minister and candidate of ex-President Joseph Kabila's Common Front for Congo rose to the head of the Senate by 65 votes to 43 against his opponent Modeste Bahati Lukwebo. The race, according to the 76-year-old Thambwe, was the most violent since 1960.
This campaign has been violent. I have rarely seen such a violent campaign since 1960 with regard to the Senate.
While Thambwe's running mate Evariste Boshab was beaten to the post of vice president, Kabila's party also won 4 of the 7 positions at the Senate office. The Congolese constitution provides for the Senate president to provisionally assume the duties of President of the Republic in the event of the latter's death, resignation, or incapacity.
A short-headed victory for the FCC candidate Joseph Kabila's political coalition, which nevertheless had 90 seats out of the 108 in the Senate. His second was badly beaten. The former Prime Minister Sami Badibanga won the presidency of the Senate to the detriment of Evariste Boshab. To delve further on this issue, we are online with Patrice Itera, our Africanews correspondent in the DRC. Patrice, hello.
Bonjour.
With the election of Alex Thambwe Mwamba as president of the Senate, can we see that the FCC coalition of former President Joseph Kabila continues to extend its influence over the country's institutions? If we consider the goal that the FCC coalition had set for itself, at least in the short term, we can say yes, especially since the FCC and its authority, especially President Joseph Kabila, it was necessary to avoid the 2007 scenario, where the presidential majority of the time had lost the presidency of the Senate to an independent, the outgoing president of the Senate, Leon Kengo Wadondo, who could not be re-elected. It should also be recalled that there were several series of meetings and actions that took place within the political class, and above all, at the FCC to supervise the senators in order to avoid defeating the election of Thambwe Mwamba as president of the Senate, while the candidature of his challenger, Bahati Lukwebo, presented a serious threat. If we had to draw conclusions from the result, which was not a mega raid as expected, it still shows that the entire upper house is not totally in the hands of the outgoing president, and he will not have a blank check to get everything he wants to pass on to the Senate.
Patrice, of the 109 members of the Senate, the FCC has 91 members, but Alexis Thambwe Mwamba only received 65 votes, despite the watchword of the former president, and that's Joseph Kabila. Should we understand that Bahati Lukwebo's slingshot has had its own effect?
Bahati Lukwebo's slingshot shows a reality that he has always existed in the Senate of the Democratic Republic of Congo, a little more independence within the majority of senators. If we observe the number of senators who voted for Thambwe Mwamba compared to Bahati Lukwebo, a difference of about 10 votes of the senators, we can deduce that most senators are not puppets who automatically obey the watchwords that are concocted by the former head of state, Joseph Kabila. The fact that a large number of senators have joined Bahati Lukwebo also shows that the former president, Joseph Kabila, is not reassured in the medium and long term about the loyalty of most of the FCC executives. when he is no longer in charge of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
So
if the FCC can be happy for the presidency of the Senate, there is still the failure of the former president of the National Assembly, Evariste Boshab, as vice president. How can this failure be explained? The non-election of Evariste Boshab to the vice president of the presidency of the Senate can be explained by a few reasons in particular. First of all, some observers believe that most senators have decided not to humiliate Joseph Kabila, the former president of the Republic and the head of the FCC coalition, by voting for Thambwe Mwamba as president of the Senate. Others think that Evariste Boshab's personality itself was problematic, given the role he had to play alongside Joseph Kabila. Boshab has always been perceived as part of a group of executives of Joseph Kabila's close collaborators who sought to impose the former president of the Republic for a third mandate. And finally, in the previous years, the purchase of votes was often mentioned in most indirect elections in the country, but it was difficult to confirm this on behalf of the elections held this weekend.
De l'affirmer pour le compte du scrutin qui s'est déroulé ce week-end au Sénat.